So today I wanted to talk about asking better questions. So when we see somebody that we know or don't know, one of the first questions we always ask is, how are you? And often we are genuinely interested in how they're doing. But when you ask that kind of question, everyone's automatic response is, oh, I'm fine, I'm okay, I'm good, I'm whatever. No one ever talks about the tumultuous stuff that actually goes on in their lives. Because life is never as simple as we seem to say it is. We ask, oh, what's going on? Oh, not much. Because we don't have some grand insight that's new to us, or we haven't gone on holiday, we haven't seen anyone, we haven't got married or whatever. That's a very normal response. But it doesn't really help, because you can be as interested as you want in somebody, but if you're not asking the right questions, they're not really going to give you much. So, in his book on friendship, Alain de Botton talks about how instead of asking something like, how are you, we could ask, what's it like to be? Or instead of what have you been up to, what's the most embarrassing thing that happened to you this week? Or what's some regrets that have surfaced recently? And the thing is with these questions is they seem really stupid, but you'll typically get two effects. One, people will be very surprised because no one has ever asked them this kind of question in their life. And two, they'll actually be more likely to engage in your conversation because they see you're actually interested. And these kind of questions are so important if you want to build a friendship, because in my opinion the best friends that we have are usually those that we can just sit with and not feel like we have to fill the conversation. But where do you start with that? Because you don't just develop that, luckily. You have to show vulnerability and be able to say things that are scary for you, because when you have something to hide, you're always on the lookout. You're never actually able to sit there and be you. So when you ask better questions, you get better responses, and then you have to open that as well, because it's a two-way street. You can't just ask someone else the questions, expect them to say everything, and then when they ask you back, you're like, no, I don't really want to say any of that. It's not going to work that way. That's just not how friendships are built. But you will also get a lot of people who are very defensive when you ask this kind of question. They're like, what are they trying to find out about me? It's very easy to feel under attack. But then I feel like the progress you'll make with the people who aren't defensive, the people who are actually like, wow, someone's interested in me and asking a better question than what did you get up to recently, or how was your weekend? Great questions, but not really very answerable in a proper way. But the people you do make that kind of progress with, the benefits of that over a period of time, if you keep asking those kind of questions and keep learning more about them and being more open and hiding less, you will have such a great friendship that doesn't matter about the people that didn't like that kind of question, because why would it? Because you don't need that many friends either. There are lots of people who love to have extremely large groups of friends, but then you can't really get that close to many of them. So being selective with these kind of questions is also important. But then, I guess, you just got to try at the end of the day. I feel like it's a very difficult thing to do, because our habits are so ingrained in superficiality, in not actually caring about other people and talking about simple things like sports or politics, and never about anything actually worthwhile. And you can make such a great difference in your life if you have proper friends. So why not ask a better question?